Syrian troops are continuing their offense in eastern Aleppo. Being on the verge of the encirclement in the northern areas, the insurgents began to withdraw their troops to the southern districts. Having been informed about the successful approach of the government army in the areas of Konano and Jab al-Badr, the Al-Quds brigade has launched an attack in the direction of the Bayadin crossroads. The terrorists quailed and began to hastily abandon their positions. A strategically important crossroads of Jandul. It was under attack for over a month, and only yesterday night, the fighters of Liva Al-Quds were able to take over this key point. But each victory has its price. Death is always looking for the best, brave and loyal warriors. On the November 27th, heading an offensive, the commander of Liva Al-Quds, Muhammed Raffe and our friend, was killed in action. We first met him in March 2016, during an attack in northern Aleppo. The head of Liva Al-Quds, aka Al-Ara, repeatedly invited our camera crew to the front line. Thanks to him, we have been able to make our best reports in the Abidjan industrial zone and Handara camp. Muhammad was never hiding behind the backs of his men. Same courage he demonstrated at this time. Men were sent to clear the area behind this building. They were surrounded there and the insurgents started to fire at them. Here you can see the hits. And he was hit here, right on this spot. He was standing right here. And he sent his men away to that building. They had to run there. And you see those poles over there. Fire was started from there. So he was hit. You can see marks on the walls. His men pulled him out from the fire, and out him on the ground over there. This is his blood. Here Muhammed Raffe died. He was the commander of Liva Al-Quds, and I would like to say a couple of words about him. He was there at the very outset of Liva Al-Quds. When the war in Syria began, our camps near and Handara were the first targets of the insurgents. It was then that Muhammed Raffe gathered men together to protect our territory. He was in charge of nearly all attacks. And he was a good warrior. Victory was following his steps. He worked day and night, together with Muhammad Sayyid. They wanted to turn us into a well-trained army. I remember our first attack. It was a success. Then, we were able to help the 80th Battalion of the Syrian army break from encirclement. The fighters of our brigade did their best in the war for Aleppo. Our brigade liberated Muqayyam Handara, Abidjan Industrial Zone, Al-Kindi Hospital, and on this spot he died. He was a great commander. All our men had great respect for him. He was a pure and open soul. Muhammad was our hero. He was not afraid of death. He was our commander and today he died. I am sorry. Even after his death, the enemies could not stop being afraid of Muhammad. Mean tricks and dishonesty have long been the names of the so-called opposition. The terrorists know nothing about ancient traditions and religious rules. Extremists fired 3 missiles at the funeral procession. It was a lucky chance that nobody was killed. 3 people were wounded.